the patio, chillin', sipping from a glass. Big T in the corner, talking about the past. Father Fortenberry telling tales so fast. Gary Poppins flying high, never low, never fast. DW with the beat, got that bourbon nerve flow. Life cruising smooth, watch the sunlight glow. Conversations deep, but the vibe is low. Patio dreams, where our minds just go. Life on the patio, we got no stress. Sipping bourbon, chillin', man, we feel so blessed. Laughter fills the air, moments we confess. Life on the patio, where we find our rest. Gary's got the stories like he's pulling from a hat. Big T's wisdom, man, we feeling all that. Father Fortenberry preaching, chill and chat. DW bringing beats, we groove where we're at. Sunset sinking slow, colors in the sky. Bourbon nerd lifts his glass, dreams so high. On this patio, man, time just flies. In these moments we're forever, no goodbyes. Goodbyes. Night falls down, stars above our heads. Life on the patio, where our souls are fed. Every word that's spoken lives on when we're dead. In the peace of this place, no fear, no dread. On the patio, chillin', sipping from a glass. Big T in the corner, talking about the past. Father Fortenberry telling tales so fast. Gary Poppins flying high, never low, never fast. DW with the beat, got that bourbon nerve flow. Life cruising smooth, watch the sunlight glow. Conversations deep, but the vibe is low. Patio dreams, where our minds just go. Life on the patio, we got no stress. Sipping bourbon, chillin', man, we feel so blessed. Laughter fills the air, moments we confess. Life on the patio, where we find our rest. Gary's got the stories like he's pulling from a hat. Big T's wisdom, man, we feeling all that. Father Fortenberry preaching, chill and chat. DW bringing beats, we groove where we're at. Sunset sinking slow, colors in the sky. Bourbon nerd lifts his glass, dreams so high. On this patio, man, time just flies. In these moments we're forever, no goodbyes. Goodbyes. Night falls down, stars above our heads. Life on the patio, where our souls are fed. Every word that's spoken lives on when we're dead. In the peace of this place, no fear, no dread. On the patio, chillin', sipping from a glass. Big T in the corner, talking about the past. Father Fortenberry telling tales so fast. Gary Poppins flying high, never low, never fast. DW with the beat, got that bourbon nerve flow. Life cruising smooth, watch the sunlight glow. Conversations deep, but the vibe is low. Patio dreams, where our minds just go. Life on the patio, we got no stress. Sipping bourbon, chillin', man, we feel so blessed. Laughter fills the air, moments we confess. Life on the patio, where we find our rest. Gary's got the stories like he's pulling from a hat. Big T's wisdom, man, we feeling all that. Father Fortenberry preaching, chill and chat. DW bringing beats, we groove where we're at. Sunset sinking slow, colors in the sky. Bourbon nerd lifts his glass, dreams so high. On this patio, man, time just flies. In these moments we're forever, no goodbyes. Goodbyes.
Welcome to the patio.
chilling on the patio, life ain't slow. Big T popping bottles, let that bourbon flow. Father Fortenberry's grilling food on deck. Gary Poppins with the chucks, hard to forget. DW2's in the corner, DJ on the beat. Bourbon nerd, mixing drinks, nothing too sweet. Sunsets, pink skies, and a fire red hue. Patio fire, you know the new crew. We got the patio life, good time feeling right. Girls up, cheers tonight. Yeah, we live that patio life.
I almost had it right. There it is. I may have it playing in the background. Cheers, everybody. It is pregame Super Bowl Sunday. Doing something a little different tonight. Layton was going to come over this Sunday anyway, and then we realized it was Super Bowl. And we said, well, we can only do a pregame, and we'll go early. We have 9 watching. Normally, we at least do more than that. But anyway, Layton, welcome to the patio. I think it's your first trip.
Thank you. Yes, sir. This is my first time. You know, I think it's my first time ever stopping in Arkansas, unless I broke down.
Well, you picked a good time and a good place to stop. Let's go out to the chat. From we got Torp in the chat. Show me the proof of Matthew Jarrett. We got 10, 11 watching, 8 watching. Well, they're running like crazy when they get on here. That's just what we'll have to do. You'll be surprised when we go back and watch this later.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing, man?
I'm trying to get my name. So I'm trying to watch.
Still early. What brings you over, Layton?
Man, I really kind of had a couple things. Of course, I haven't been on at all, but especially since I've become the West Tennessee, which, you know, we're not there right now, but we're pretty close, ambassador for Pursuit United. So I cover kind of the Memphis area stores as well as some towns north of Memphis. And then a little later on, I wanted to talk about my favorite event. I know some of y'all have been to it in Memphis for bourbon, you know, the Roaring Pour. I've been harassing the folks over there at the zoo nonstop for the last 2 years in email. And so they emailed me early this year to let me know when the Roaring Pour was going to be. And so I was wanting to talk about that a little bit too.
All right, good deal. So Roaring Pour, for those of you guys not in our area don't know, the Memphis Zoo does different charity events throughout the year. They'll do zoo lights at Christmas time. They'll do Zoo Boo at Halloween, and Roaring Pour is typically a spring event, if I believe correctly.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Typically a spring event where they have distillers from all over Tennessee. Other places?
No, just Tennessee. It's it's the event is put on with the partnership of the Tennessee Whiskey Trail. So only Tennessee distilleries.
And then proceeds go to support the zoo, right?
Right, and tiger conservation especially. And this year, the date has just been, I don't know if it's officially announced yet, but they told me it's April 24th. So
you heard it here first.
Heard it here first.
Remember that's Layton's big announcement.
Yay!
You're supposed to leave that to the end.
Yeah.
Look, all 8 people left. Now we're down to 2.
they know what they heard what they did here.
Right, that's okay. We can talk about it again.
We'll announce it again later too.
Do we do y'all distribute in Arkansas?
So Pursuit is not yet in Arkansas.
Okay.
As far as I know, I know that we are all we're working on a lot of different states. We just got in California, which is one of our big hurdles. The biggest thing for us is finding distributors that are willing to work with smaller brands right now. Because even though, you know, we've been around 8+ years, a lot has changed in the whiskey market, especially, as you guys know, and as you guys talk about often. So finding distributors that are willing to not only take on a new brand, but also want to work with us as people who, despite having the biggest whiskey podcast out there, you know, Bourbon Pursuit, of course.
Yeah.
They just they don't seem to want to support a lot of new brands right now.
Yeah.
Tom Black. I don't think you met Tom Black. He said, I heard Layton was giving away a bottle of Pappy on the street.
Man, I'd have to get one first.
We have a friend in Las Vegas. We refer to him as Sideshow. I don't even know his real name. Do you know his real name?
What else they call him?
Anyway, he is the Pursuit rep for Nevada.
I think I know Sideshow. Does he work in restaurants?
Yeah.
I know Sideshow. I didn't realize he was a rep too. That's cool.
Yeah. How do you know Sideshow? From Discord?
Yeah, from Discord.
Yeah. So he's a bourbon guy. He's got a pizza restaurant out there, and he is the Pursuit rep for Nevada. But so what you're basically saying, though, because I would have thought it was the opposite, because there's not a lot of crazy things going on that distributors in the state get to pick what they distribute, or the state tells them what they can distribute?
So it varies from state to state. Arkansas is control state somewhat, isn't it?
No, I believe it is.
I
believe it is.
I know you guys still have a lot of big dry counties and stuff.
All of it,
Yeah.
we do, yes.
But it's not like
and all
Alabama or
distribution,
something like that.
all distribution comes out of Little Rock. So
Right.
up here in the northeast corner, we're a little bit left behind, but we're lucky to have Memphis.
Right.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, that's good for you guys being able to just cross
Oh,
the
yeah.
bridge there. So like in Tennessee, for example, in West Tennessee, we're with one distribution partner who I work with, and then they also cover Middle Tennessee, and then East Tennessee has a completely different distributor partner. And each state has all their own distributors, and it's part of the 3-tier system to prevent monopolies. And it's kind of outdated, because the distributor is supposed to, they take a big chunk of our sales, and for that money, they're supposed to help, sell your brand. But distributors have gotten so large that it doesn't matter to them whether or not they sell your brand, because they have all these big contracts with larger partners, Brown-Forman.
So it is difficult then. Is that why mail order is now become such a thing?
That is one of the big reasons that mail order is so sought after for a lot of people. And not even just on the distributor side, because like for us, it's incredible to be able to sell products online to the states that we're allowed to sell products online to. But also, for us as consumers, there's so many places that we would love to get bourbon from that are not going to be distributed in Tennessee or in Arkansas. They're too small, or they just don't have the partnerships that they need.
Yeah.
And so it's really great for the consumer, and it's also great for small distilleries or NDPs like us.
Yeah,
There you
I was going to go into that next, but David Bass out in the chat. Hey, welcome to the chat, David Bass. He points out Tennessee has become very difficult for mail order. We end up muling stuff for people in Tennessee.
Oh yeah,
Because Arkansas was that way, and I guess they decided people really didn't care if it was distributed here, and now all of a sudden we get things delivered. But in Tennessee, there was a court case, right, where the ABC cracked down on mail order.
right. And it's been kind of interesting because of the now legal precedent that it's set. You'll find there are some online distribution platforms that are willing to ship to Tennessee.
Oh.
But you'll notice that they always have disclaimers like if the package goes missing, do not talk to mail, do not talk to USPS, do not talk to UPS, talk to us.
Right.
They don't want to go.
It's oil. It's used motor oil, or someone ships to us. What is it? Air oil?
Beard oil.
Beard oil, there we go.
Is what it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
So Pursuit United is the NDP you mentioned.
Yes, sir.
we were discussing last night, and probably even the night before. I think we were 5 nights. I was just talking about it.
Yeah.
The NDP seem to be in a better shape than most distilleries.
Yeah, I would say, there's kind of 3 classifications of NDPs. There's what everybody thinks of first, where NDP kind of became a dirty word. Bourbon is those people that are just nameless big companies that go out and source from large groups, like MGP, who we all know makes incredible products.
Right.
But a lot of them aren't upfront about the fact that they're sourcing.
Yeah.
So they build what is sold to you as a brand. And it might say, just distilled in, but it might not even bother to say that. It might just say bottled by themselves. And so that's one of the categories. The other one that's kind of bigger, where you're seeing a lot of big hype for brands like for Character, which is one that I love.
Yeah.
You've got Bluegrass Barrel Company.
Mm-hmm.
They're awesome.
I don't think we've ever tried it.
I know.
Appalachian Barrel Company.
Yeah.
There's a ton
Nashville.
of them out there. Yeah,
Company.
Nashville.
Shortbarrel, we really like. River Root.
Yeah, Southern Spirit.
River Root, we're really into. And to me, the advantage there seems
Yeah,
to
River
be,
they're doing big things right now.
yeah, and it seems to be the fact that they don't have as much overhead.
Right.
So when they have 20 or 40 barrels, and now the Pursuit do single barrels, or is it mostly blend?
So that's the next thing I was going to get into. But if we want to,
Segue. Look at you segue.
a good segue. So I guess we'll go ahead and get there. We're kind of a third category of NDPs, similar to what Old Dominic was doing. We contract distill. So we do buy some barrels that are not originally distilled for us, but a lot of what we're getting are distinctive mash bills that were distilled exclusively for us, even though they were just distilled by our partners. Bardstown Bourbon Company has been instrumental for us, as well as one of our longtime partners is Finger Lakes up in New York, who we get our wheated bourbon that goes into the blend. And then like this special one, which this might be a good way for us to start. So this is our Old Anvil. It's a barrel-proof 11-year-old Heaven Hill product.
Oh,
I was getting thirsty.
I was. Me too. I'm dying out over here.
Yeah, man, get you some.
You got one over there, don't somewhere?
I got him.
Oh, you got something in it. Okay.
I got him one right here. Dude, 11 years.
Yep, 11-year Heaven Hill juice.
So was this a barrel that was purchased, or was this a contract?
So this one was one of the barrels that we purchased for our single barrel programs. So this one is a barrel proof, and I believe it's single barrel too. It's part of the Legacy collection, which is kind of a newer thing for us.
Maybe it won't.
Oh,
Not be good.
It doesn't say it on there, so it might not be. But what we really specialize in is our blends. So everything else you'll see here is a blend, and most all of our blends are made up of 3 different mash bills, which is where you see the name triple mash that you will no longer see because of the stuff we have happen.
What are they going to call that now? Speaking since you brought it up, what are they going to start calling it? Triple mash? It's a good
So
product.
I don't know if I can officially state that.
that wasn't this big announcement for tonight.
Don't make it official then.
Yeah.
Make it unofficial. What's the unofficial now?
There's a question for that?
Mash bill and yeast.
Or just
Or
mash
just
bill.
mash bill.
Twirl. Thanks, Jamie.
Right, so
Jamie's a better backdoor man than Wes Bowen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've got more experience with that.
wow, straight from Arkansas, baby. So the mash bills that we get from some of our partners are exclusive mash bills that they do for us. I would assume that they're going to use whatever their traditional yeast are because
Jamie, can you take my phone?
not everybody is 4 road. Not everybody has 10 different yeast strains that they specialize in. So it's not always a case of different yeast. But then that's one of the cool things with us is because we do have these amazing partners that are willing to do exclusive mash bills for us. We might get a product from them that is something that they don't sell to anybody else. So even though it's not distilled by us, you're only going to get it from us.
It's yours.
Yep,
A mash
exactly.
bill.
So let me ask you this, guys. I have no idea the process of making bourbon. So what is yeast? I know what yeast does in beer. What the same?
Yeah, so it does the same thing basically because when you start to make a bourbon, you start by making the beer with the yeast, and then they distill that beer. And
Well, I'll be damned.
with all the different yeasts, who is it that there's a doctor that has Wilderness Trail? Is it Wilderness Trail?
I think is it 2 doctors?
Yeah. They started their distillery just based on their incredible knowledge of the science of yeast. And for some people, the yeast is not all that important to them, but it is an instrumental part of the process, which makes it a great question for them.
Yes.
I wish I had a better answer for you.
Hey, if anything, the people that watch our show are smarter than we are. So that's that's what we depend on.
Right. To your Mash Williams.
So I will tell you that. So Josephus is one of the best one-liners we got.
Yeah. What's up, Adam?
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Man. So back to the yeast. So like you, my wife's baking bread. Well, she's on bread top. So don't know what that is. She learned to make bread.
Bread top.
Bread top. So do you keep the same yeast as you go and just keep growing the same strain?
Right. So that would be something that wouldn't be something we would directly have control over because our distilling partners are the ones that would be keeping.
I guess my question would be just in the process. So that's generally what they do.
Yeah. So I do know that most distilleries have heirloom yeast that they've been using for a long time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like the sourdough kind of thing, like you're probably doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do know also a lot of distilleries also have taken to where they're using different chemicals to make the yeast work faster, which is something that comes from rum, if I understand correctly. And it's been a little bit controversial whether that's a good thing or not. But
I got invited to go to Jamaica. Jamaica for a tour of some rum distilleries. And I haven't taken the guy up on it yet, but
That would be cool.
this guy is embedded in the rum industry.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
from Jamaica.
and the history of rum is so much deeper and so much bigger than the history of bourbon. You know, because rum was around
It
before
predates-
country.
yes, it's big time.
So this one, our delicious 11-year Heaven Hill that we've got here, the Old Animal. What do you guys think of it?
It's wonderful. I like it.
I'm gonna say this: the nose is very almost nothing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I get like the flower.
Yeah, it's got a floral
A
note.
little bit floral. A little bit floral. To me, there's a little bit something
I
a little
get a
nutty
little,
there.
yeah, a little. I was gonna say a little nut, a little peanut, maybe.
I really like it.
But
It's really sweet on the palate. It reminds me of like a E.H. Taylor barrel. I mean, not E.H. Taylor. Larry Craig barrel proof.
I don't get that sweetness.
Yeah, it's sweet to me, but it's not as how that's sometimes harsh or that marker note that you get on
The
there.
sweetness hits
This
towards the
don't
end
have
of it.
that.
Yeah.
The sweetness hits
Oh,
towards the
I
end of it.
do like that. There's a
Yes.
it's complex. You can tell it's an older.
Yes. You can taste the age on it.
Right on the front is sweet to me, and then it's just
Yeah, I get
Just
it
go
in the fades. I get really sweet.
yeah.
Almost
And this is this is barely Epstein usable, right? It's 11 year.
11 years. So it's
It wouldn't
I didn't know if they want me saying that, but it is getting into that.
one screen just go blank. Hold on, what?
It would not make the cut.
I heard you say barrel proof. What is the proof on that?
So this one's 119.4.
Okay.
Really? That's-
I would have never.
It don't drink like it,
No,
No,
I
not at all.
I would say it drinks around 100.
and that's why I said I get the taste of the Elijah Craig, but a lot of them are proofy.
Well, the cool thing is when my wife and I went to I got distracted. When we went to the Whiskey Row location for the grand opening last year, we did the Melwood tour, which goes over the Legacy collection. And when I first tasted this, I thought this was a bottom of bond product. So I can agree that I think it drinks way lower.
It drinks way lower than what it is.
Is what I would have thought.
Well, it is very good.
It is excellent.
And I like just the old simplistic
Yes.
label and.
Oh yeah, it's all of our Legacy collection labels are based on old brands that belongs to Mr. Melwood, and the Melwood tour to me was a really fun part because when Pursuit bought the location on Melwood in Louisville as their original warehouse and where they do the blending and everything, they had no clue the deep history that is distilled into that location.
I'm sorry. About it. Joe Stevens like that always has the greatest stuff, and I hope this is a true story.
From who, Joe Stevens?
Joe Stevens.
Be careful reading it. Wes, let me get on
No,
screen.
there's nothing bad in it. It's just
Can you share it?
yeah. I mean, everybody can read it.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, did you put it on our screen?
No, you're right.
No, wait a minute. Maybe not. Hold on. I've had it.
No, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. Almost friendship, bro. So good. Yeah, there we go. I think no, you did it.
Oh,
Oh, look who showed up in chat. Adam is here.
Yeah, Adam's here.
I'm Bourbon
There we
Nerd 2.0 over here.
look, Joe Stevens has some of the best comedy.
He does. He's great.
Oh, look at Richie J. He said, Major, you let Layton off for a Sunday. And look where he starts hanging out. I tell you, and look, he didn't go through meth country to get here like Adam did. I don't know what.
Oh, which way Adam got?
Baby Fortenberry needed that bush light. He sure did.
Nothing wrong with a latte.
Wait,
You gotta have a
Look,
latte.
I don't know what's better, the fact that how much he butchered my name, or the fact that he knew I needed the beer.
Oh, they're talking trash about your hat.
I know.
That's when you guys hit it rich, right?
Yeah,
Fortenberry.
That's the rich side of the family.
Wes, get us some water. I don't
Water, and they're all behind me.
Okay.
He goes, and I'm just gonna pass them down.
So, Layton, what is your favorite Pursuit United Spirit?
So it's kind of a sad story because I actually don't own my favorite bottle from Pursuit.
Oh.
But it's also kind of an amazing story because today I get to drink some of my favorite bottle of Pursuit because
Wes,
my good friend right here brought it. And
Oh.
that's going to be our cognac cask rye. This so I love our rye in general. Ryan does all of our blends for the most part.
Yep.
And the blend that he does on a rye is incredible. Part of it, I think, comes from our amazing distilling partner, Sagamore Spirit, up in Maryland, and they make an incredible rye to begin with, but they do a proprietary, or we have a proprietary mash bill that also goes into it. That's a high corn mash bill that lends a little bit more of that sweetness that you don't normally get from a rye, and I think it's incredible. And the cognac finish on it, I'm a cognac lover.
I was just about to say, I love a finish. I was going to ask if that is like a cognac finish or is it just...
Yeah, so these, we take our no longer triple mash rye, and it goes into XO cognac barrels. And this was originally going to be a one-time thing, but it's been so incredible, and I'm happy to say that I believe there's another batch in the works.
Ooh, all right. There's more news. You are just full of hot announcements today,
We
aren't
have
you?
talked about it for a minute.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yep.
It's yours, right?
Yeah.
You want to do the honors?
No, I'll let the pursuit. I'll let the.
professional pourer.
Yeah, he's a professional pourer.
That is what I do for Pursuit.
Yes.
I go sit in stores and pour
I'll let the
small amounts of whiskey for a lot of people that.
I'll let the professionals handle it, James.
I just put a poll in the chat. Have you tried Pursuit? If yes or no, and is it available in your area? Let us know. Let us know.
So like many things, I don't remember what I've tried. I'm almost confident y'all have had some before.
This?
No, just Pursuit in general.
Yeah, you've had it.
That's what I figured.
You've had the double oak for sure. It's at my
Mhm.
house. Yeah.
I'm sitting right there in front of Jamie.
Yeah, there's not much stuff at your house I have at least.
Figured out a way into, right?
Yeah, I have at least snuck.
Tarp said, hand deliver a 2-ounce apple bush light. You don't know the luxury your loins will experience. Now, that's great. Wes, I think this is for you. Laura's BFF from Kentucky. So we got Laura from Kentucky and Laura's BFF from Kentucky.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is your favorite Pursuit spirits?
Yeah, so far this is my favorite out of all of the stuff
Great
that I've
proof
had.
point too.
And one of the things that is kind of important with us being an NDP is that even though we're using so many different blends and or so many different mash bills in our blends, one of the cool thing is we leave the barrels at the distillery that they're distilled at until they're ready to go into a blend. Because there's a term that comes from the wine world, terroir, which is basically like the earth, the spirit of the earth that the grains were made at, where it was distilled, will affect how it ages. So because, part of that rye ages in Maryland and part of it ages in Kentucky, and then they don't come together until they're ready to be blended, you get different things out of that than you would if you were just to have the barrel distilled and before it's even aged, immediately ship it to Louisville. If they were all just aging the whole time in Kentucky, there would be small differences there that are.
You mentioned something. Maryland's doing some really special things with bourbon right now. Because that roots comes from there. River roots comes from there.
Yeah, I didn't know roots was.
So you're right. Like this rye, you get the spicy notes, but then you get that little bit of sweet note, not the mint. That,
Right.
Of course,
To me, it's more herbal.
It's more herbal.
Which I guess mint isn't herb, but it's I want to say like eucalyptus or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Can you use that? Does not eucalyptus.
I like eucalyptus.
I think he said that in one of those.
Mhm, yeah.
So the important question is, are those hats available not in Tennessee orange?
So orange is kind of our color at Pursuit. It kind of works out for me being a Tennessee ambassador. But no, I don't think they've worked on other collegiate colors yet.
Another question for Layton. Josephus asked, is it available in North Carolina?
I believe it is.
Charlotte
I believe
projected.
so. I can't say 100% certainly. I don't have like a complete compendium of the states that we are available in. And this is the worst part is, I think it's in North Carolina, but I can tell you it's certainly in England.
We pour some from Marty.
I'm glad I went over there. 'Cause I had to unwrap the rib and take the ones off. And the bones coming out of it.
Oh, that's perfect. That's how it's supposed to be.
But anyway,
We like it when the bones come out of it like that.
Not trying to kill your bottle over here.
Oh, no, you're good.
I'm so glad you brought this.
Yeah.
thank you.
You gotta wait.
There you go.
There you go. Right here first.
Yes, she has to wait for my phone.
So, what is something new and exciting that's that's coming up for Pursuit, other than the change in name?
Yeah,
of
what can we look forward to? What do we get to look forward to?
So one of the biggest things that I'm looking forward to is coming up later this month, my wife and I will be there for a barrel pick with the Veterans Charity.
Oh,
So I'm excited for that. But in general, we had the blend of Ophelia came out at the beginning of this year, and the next P Club blend should be coming out soon. And we've got Pursuit Palooza coming up again.
Tell us about Pursuit Palooza. We're not familiar with that.
Right, so I haven't gotten to go to Pursuit Palooza. I've only been an ambassador for a little under a year now. But Pursuit Palooza, it's a festival that we do up in Kentucky. And
Open to the public, or is it?
yeah, it's open to the public. Yeah, you can buy tickets. I don't know if they're on sale yet, but with Pursuit Palooza, you get a lot of guest speakers that you wouldn't see at like KBF because it's a smaller event. They can do more focused things, and then also, we always love. You've got Bourbon and Beyond coming up, and Bourbon and Beyond. If you ask Kenny and Ryan, I believe that they've said that it's the best bourbon festival in Kentucky. And with that,
way better than the Kentucky Bourbon Festival,
right? Because with Bourbon and Beyond, there's all kinds of different speakers, all kinds of different experiences there, different entertainment, and I believe they've even got like chefs there cooking up.
So it's upscale a little bit.
Yeah.
And fewer people. Do you know about typical what the head count for that one is?
I don't. I think they're only in their 4th or 5th year, so I don't know that they've even really ironed out what their typical head count is. But I do know that this year is going to be the biggest that they've done, and hopefully it'll continue to grow.
What time of year
I think
is that?
summertime.
Okay.
I do know their most recent, hot for sure. Their most recent advertisement for it had a chicken in a bikini. So I would say it's summertime.
Yeah, I think
Listen, I've seen that one.
I had a bikini or a chicken in a
Chicken?
Chicken.
A woman.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it said chicken.
I didn't say.
A bikini would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be.
That's what I thought it said.
I don't know what chicken had to do with anything, but
That'd be like that Grizzlies game I went to where they had Grizz come out in a bikini. That was interesting.
We recently went to a Grizz game. It's a good time.
Oh yeah. I mean, you feel like you get robbed at the concession stand.
Right.
You would 100% get robbed because
More than Rob. So we have 19 watching. We actually over 50% said yes. Only 50% said it's available. Only 8% said it's on their shelves though.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've only recently had it in Memphis, right? Like in the last 2 years.
So it's been in Memphis longer than that. But I think our initial launch, I don't know because I wasn't involved at the time.
Yep.
What stores are telling me is that we were with a different distributor prior to our current distributor. And from what it sounds like, our initial distributor did a really poor job. And that gets back to what I was talking about with the system that's in place now. The distributors don't really care if they sell your product or not. So the distributor kind of did a poor job of letting people know about us. And so one cool thing about that is in Memphis stores, sometimes you can find old bottles of Pursuit that are, this is the old bottle shape that kind of looks similar to like a Widow Jane or a Goodwood. And then now these are our new bottles, which I think our new bottle design is awesome. With the raised lettering, and this was made specifically for us. But you'll see some of those old bottles that are what kind of brought us to, like the Bruzel fame, where he fell in love with our double oaked. So you'll see some of the older mash bills, like this one that's sitting on the table there. That's a 2CF. That's an old one.
This one?
It's an oldie.
that was a lost batch they found.
So you went from this label to that label to the new bottle, right?
Right. Yes, sir. Yep. You got it.
So this has not been opened. Are we opening this?
Yes, we're open now. I brought that.
Oh, you brought it.
Should we do the last rye first?
Let's do the last rye first.
Yes,
Oh wait, we didn't do this one yet either.
They're both ryes.
I brought 2 ryes. He brought a rye.
Okay.
All right. We were rying
Layton,
up.
you are the Pursuit man. You pour us
So
some Pursuit.
what do you think we should have? There you go.
So since we did a finish last, let's go ahead and do this other finish, the sherry finish. Do some small pours of that, and then we'll work over to that barrel proof triple mash, which is incredible. That's my second favorite, and if this wasn't so good, that would be my favorite by far.
That triple mash.
We're quick, like.
Well, we're going to make a hard stop at 5
Oh yeah.
because we're going to try to get some food. We got some ribs about done. They'll be done at 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, easy. And so then we're going to eat, watch a little football. No telling what else might.
Do we have a short or no? Do we have
Well, it'll depend.
I didn't know.
It'll all depend. since I made that one yesterday, it literally was.
Am I doing fours too small?
No,
Yeah.
no. This is.
We would say these are a little.
Well, that's not
Okay.
usually used. Oh, I got it west.
My bad.
He just wanted to be back.
I
in
will
the
say
middle.
that the newer bottles with the wider neck definitely pour easier. But that one, you can see I was
Yeah,
stripping a little bit there.
While we're trying this one, why don't you show off your glass there?
Oh yes, this was the glass that they sent me when I became an ambassador. It's like a stemmed Glencairn, and it's got the Pursuit Spirits etched on there. This is available on our website, which is our the hats, the hoodies. Those are all available on the website too. My wife and I bought them when we were up there for the grand opening. So for example, like we're looking for more ambassadors in the Atlanta area and in California. If somebody out there lives in those areas and you become an ambassador, they're going to send you a hat, a t-shirt, a tasting glass, as well as all the materials to start doing tastings, and which is the biggest part of my job is to do tastings.
What do you do? Probably 2 months.
So I've really only been able to do one a month because I don't live right in Memphis. The store that's closest to me, I thought was going to work out really well, where I would do one there every month and then one in Memphis every month. But we've had some difficulties at that store. The last 2 tastings I've done there were both on horrible days. One was during the snowstorm.
Yes,
so nobody came. And so
that was the Saturday of the snowstorm.
No,
It
yeah,
got pretty
yeah,
rough
yeah,
that day.
it was a tough one. But yeah, the biggest part of that is for me to be in stores, putting them in people's.
Here's your shot. Tell everybody when your next one is and where it's going to be at.
So my next tasting, for those of you that are Memphis adjacent, on Valentine's Day, I will be at the Skybox Wine and Spirits in Rossville, Tennessee.
Oh, we like
Great store.
Skybox is awesome.
Oh yeah.
They have a really, really nice store. I know it's newer, so it hasn't had a chance to get dirty and everything yet, but they keep it clean anyway.
I'll look at Torup.
Torup's got your link in there, and then he said, Torup, the Squire thing, I thought maybe Ernest took care of that. I'll make sure you get that, especially before you get head that way.
Yeah,
We're all Squires.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Tennessee Squires in this group.
And,
We're all Squires.
and I don't know, you see that, Game and Grain 25 said Pursuit.
Double oak is fine. I got to tell you, I don't think I've tried this one.
I don't
And
know.
this may be my favorite.
That's
Yeah.
really good.
This one is great. To me, there's like a little bit of chocolatey something, like a cordial or something in there.
And that's T's wheelhouse there.
Yeah. This
That chocolate cordial flavor,
Yeah,
T, that's
for sure.
see where T sits at.
Yep. So this was one of our ryes that was finished in a sherry cask and with some toasted Revere oak as well. I believe.
So explain to us Revere Oak. I hope you can explain to us.
Yes.
So Revere is one that I'm not super familiar with, but with all the oak staves, there's different regional variances. Like in France they have the fine grain oak that comes from the Limousin forest, and then the Revere. I wish I had a better answer. This was a product
Come on,
way before
okay.
I was part of it.
So this was trees from the forest that Paul Revere rode through.
Yes, there you go.
Right, which
Very
as some
rare.
of y'all may know, rye was the original whiskey of America.
Oh,
Before bourbon was ever a category.
James Caldwell says he's never tried Pursuit. He's Arkansas boy, isn't he? Yeah, that's James. I thought we met James.
We can find something.
We
I
gotta
bet
fix that.
we gotta
We can fix that.
He's been to Memphis. He was there for the Major Zero drop.
He was.
James came in town
Oh,
at South End.
You were doing it.
You was doing tasting then.
You were doing a tasting.
yeah, I was doing. I was
Hold
doing
up,
this
James.
man.
Did you not try that day?
Oh, you know what? That day I was moonlighting for Adam. I was pouring his pick.
Oh,
you
Oh.
are.
right.
Never mind.
Which and then, this is one of the other really cool things about Pursuit, because being an ambassador, it's not about the money because there's not a lot of it.
Right.
But it's really because these are that's true. But yeah, these are 2 guys, Kenny and Ryan, that I really believe in doing a spirit and doing incredible blends that I really believe in. That's what brings me to it. And one of the cool things about Kenny and Ryan is I know some other people that are ambassadors for other brands that aren't allowed to talk about other brands. They're not even allowed, if they're posting something on Instagram, they're not allowed to have another brand in the post. But because Ryan and Kenny are genuinely bourbon and just whiskey enjoyers in general, when I got the job offer, they didn't tell me, you can't talk about this, you can't do that. We don't want to see you at another distillery. We don't want to hear about another distillery. I mean, they're just not like that. They love, and they talk about on their podcast. They talk about other distilleries all the time. You'll have them on an average episode. They'll mention 5 to 10 other distilleries and only talk about themselves once.
Well, they got a bourbon podcast. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Tora asked when we got Tom Morrow. We can work that out. We actually have, he was chatting with us one night and we were trying their limestone farm stuff. But Christina Coleman has a really good question. She's probably new to the channel. Hit that like, subscribe if you would. I'm a bird dog drinker. What would you recommend? So it depends on what bird dog. What bird dog you drinking? I mean, those are flavored, right?
Yeah,
Those are
flavored.
I do know that most of Bird Dog's stuff is flavored, but I do know that they also have a 10-year bourbon expression in a small batch that a lot of people don't talk about. When I used to run that cigar bar up in Tennessee, before the pandemic killed it, we had their 10-year single barrel on the shelf, and a lot of people really liked it. So I like a lot of whiskey too, Christina. But I would say if you're more the flavored enjoyer, you would probably really dig like some of these finished
Yeah, just finished, yeah.
low proof. Start with low proof
Yep.
finish stuff.
as well as our newer ones that I didn't bring. We've got the 88 proof line that's in these bottles now. That comes in at, of course, 88 proof. So it's a much lower proof point, but in my opinion, they did a really good job on those blends of bringing a really full flavor profile despite the really low proof.
Jeff Castle, longtime listener, he says he would like to go to the distillery and do their bottle your own barrel pick experience. Have you done that? Like,
Yeah, so the experience he's talking about is called the my brain just went blank again. It's called the whole shebang.
The whole shebang.
The whole shebang is awesome. So when you go in, and these are all these experiences are done at our Louisville Whiskey Row location now.
Yeah.
Which Whiskey Row is awesome. The restaurants, the people, everything. But when you go into the Whiskey Row location, you'll go in and you'll do one of the experiences. I definitely highly recommend the whole shebang. When you do the whole shebang, you come in, you get to try a couple different bourbon blends and a couple different rye blends. You get to pick whichever one's your favorite, or you get to blend between them.
Oh, that would go.
Whichever is your
Oh, wow.
favorite.
Now, see, we love some of that.
If you build your own blend, and then you get to thieve it from the barrel right there and bottle it yourself. And so Destiny and I both did that.
We did that experience at Southern Collective and had
Yes.
it was only 3 of us, not 4 of us, 3 of them, and we had no place to ourselves. And
Yeah, and it's great.
Great.
They do because the location there is kind of small. It's cool because you end up with smaller groups of people.
Yeah.
And even though it was Destiny and I, and then there was this family that was there, and it was cool because they weren't all whiskey people, but they were just a family there having fun and enjoying themselves. But the people that they have guiding the tours there are all amazing.
Mhm.
The whole experience was great. My wife and I, our favorite was actually the do your own cocktail experience. Because with the cocktail experience, you came in, you got to try a little sip of the bourbon, a little sip of the rye, pick whichever was your favorite, and then they would give you 2 different cocktail options to make with that. And so then they bring out all the ingredients, and I managed to spill water all over the table.
oh, nice.
Of course, the guy that's an ambassador would be the one making trouble there. But it was really fun because you make your own cocktail, and then my wife was the most genius person there because she used the bourbon to make her cocktail, and she enjoyed the cocktail so much she said, "Well, I still have the rye sitting here. Can I make another?" And it was cool. The lady who guides the cocktail experience there, she has a ton of bartending experience as well as restaurant experience, and she said, "Nobody's ever asked me that, but let's do it." And so we got 2 cocktails out of 1 experience.
Oh, it's cool.
Look who showed up in the chat.
You talk about it, she shows up.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, that's so cool. There we go. Locktar said, cheers from Minnesota. I saw this morning he was heading out of town with work. I bet it's cold up there, but probably not much colder than it was here, at least.
So what's our next pour?
It may be our last one, then.
We got 2 more, though. We got 2 more sitting on the table.
Okay, we got to get through these 2 more.
Yeah,
so.
we got 1 rye and then the double oak.
The double
So-
oak.
Double oak.
It's my favorite bourbon for sure.
Yeah.
So if we were only going to do one of the 2, I would say we should do the double oak since we've done so many ryes.
But let's do both.
Let's do both.
I was going to say, but that rye.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, this is the not
And the,
triple mash, right?
Right.
I'm going to save that bottle just 'cause it might be famous one day.
Probably not, but
You never know.
Like sign it.
Oh, you didn't sign. I do need to get him to sign it. I do.
That's why you're gonna
No.
get it.
I do need to get him
You're
to
right
sign
about
That
this
one pours so
pouring,
well.
because I'm bad about leaving trails of everything. Every one needs that lip on it. Wow, every bottle does.
Dude, I'm digging that outfit too. You can play golf in that, dude.
Oh, absolutely. I'll pursue that. We actually even have a golf polo.
Oh,
Oh yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, so this is the barrel proof triple mash rye. Of course, they're all going to be different proofs as they come out. But this one was one of the first. This one's what, 121.8. This thing is incredible. You've seen a lot of people talk about this on YouTube. And one of the cool things was before it got its popularity on YouTube, you guys got to try it at the tasting at Skybox.
Guess where that came from?
Yep. Yeah, the Skybox. I'm so excited to go back to them because they were really the first ones to bring all of our new products in the Memphis market, and they've just been an awesome store in general. But I think our new product line really shows the commitment that Ryan and Kitty have to continuing to provide an amazing spirit.
Lots of all of these are Pursuit.
Yes.
And Layton here is a Pursuit brand ambassador.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
But yeah, one thing I was gonna say, are you having any luck in the Memphis area with getting them higher up on the shelves? I know in the past they've been a little low on the shelves there, and they were hard to spot.
For people your size,
Yeah. Not when you get old. Not when you get old. You have to,
Different definitions of top shelf. So I will say South End, when they brought us in, they immediately gave us top shelf, which was awesome. I love that Skybox has us right at eye level.
Yeah, eye level.
So their shelves are so tall, the top shelf is not a good thing.
Oh yeah.
No.
You got to have a ladder.
Yeah, they really do.
And then,
Cheers to that, Chris.
I will agree with you. A lot of stores in Memphis that I've been to, I've had to go to 2 or 3 times to even figure out that we were in their store because they only have, bottles from 3 or 4 years ago, and they only have 1 or 2 left, and they're hanging out on the bottom shelf. And that's been a frustrating thing for me in talking to these store owners. Is the same deal as with the distributors, where a lot of these people, because of the downturn in the market, they're not willing to bring new products in, even if. Because I come into a lot of these places and they go, "Oh, Pursuit, you guys must be new." I'm like, "No, we've been around for almost a decade, and also I'm already on your shelf. You just have me on the bottom."
So when you go in there, they say that.
Yeah.
All right, people are starting to show up. I think we're going to have to end this pretty quickly, but we're going to do this last double oak, which is, I know I've got 2 bottles of this.
I got to get another one because mine's gone.
I've gone through.
And this is one of the old batches.
It'll be the new bottle, right?
And then we'll.
Yeah, the new ones are going to be in the new bottle. I believe.
Do you see the little trail you
I
leave?
believe Skybox has them in the new bottle already.
Guys, before we get into this, and cheers to everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Thanks for having me, fellas.
Yes, hey,
We're going to recap though the important things we learned today. So number 1 was Roaring Pour in Memphis is going to be April 24th. That is the very next weekend if we get back from Spillway. Are you going to be Are you on Spillway?
I don't think I'm going to be at Spillway. I've never been to Spillway. It never works out for me.
Right.
But I will say, to do those two weekends in a row, that's going to be an incredible month for you guys.
It will be.
And the Roar and Pour really is genuinely, in my experience, the best experience in, I would say, whiskey in general. Because when you go, have you guys all been?
No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
God, dude. So you have like 30 distilleries from the Tennessee whiskey. My biggest thing, and this is where I hope Katie and Nick maybe don't see this part because I'm going to complain.
Uh-oh.
Because why is the event only 3 hours long?
Yes.
30 freaking distilleries and you have 3 hours.
I didn't make it through.
That's
I don't know. You can't.
That sounds like
You
that's
can't.
an old board.
like that's on alive.
On live, that's true.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They need to make it like a full day festival or do 2 nights because I get that they don't want to do it during the day because the zoo's family friendly during the day. But come on, man. But you get in there, and the zoo has their catering main event. So you're between every 3 or 4 distilleries you try. There's some delicious food sitting there, and they'll give you as much as you want.
Oh man.
So it's awesome.
Locktar asked where's the diddler. He's off camera. He's over there. He was on a few minutes ago. If you got in here earlier, you'd have seen him, the whiskey diddler himself in Fortenberry. So Roaring Pour is the 24th.
Hope to see everybody there.
There's another announcement.
Layton will be at
What was the other announcement?
Skybox.
Skybox.
A bit
February
Skybox.
14th.
Wasn't there one more? Or maybe you couldn't tell us that. Is that what it
Couldn't
was?
tell us the new name of Triple Mash.
That was it.
Right. Didn't have
They
that.
couldn't tell us that yet.
And Tom Black, he is in the Atlanta area. He could probably become a brand ambassador, but he's really a
Tom
turkey.
Black's already so busy.
I was thinking.
But he said he'd be willing to mule for anybody. So there you go. All right, 448. Layton, what's some part words you'd like to express and share with these folks out here?
So if I can be unrelated to the subject, although I think it kind of relates because as long as I've been into the whiskey world for a long time, but I didn't get into bourbon until we moved to Tennessee, and something that's been incredible about the bourbon world is the brotherhood that we all share.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about it all the time.
I really shouldn't even call it brotherhood because there's so many. You don't see it on the podcast right now, but there's so many women that come to these events too, and just how cool we are with everybody. You know, we all have. It's just like anything else. There's little bits of drama here and there, but in general, we're all friends. We're all friendly.
Oh yeah.
And to that point, I would say everybody out there, you know, talk to a friend. You know, be friends with somebody.
Let the
share a
bourbon
pour.
bring you together. I mean,
Yeah,
we,
share a pour.
We've met a lot of people in the last 2 years.
Well, yeah. From lifelong
we talk
friends.
about too.
100%.
Lifelong friends.
All right, I'm gonna play us out. Marty, hit that button. All right, Marty, parting words.
Guys, thanks for watching. Take your stores to pursue.
Oh, Layton, he'll come through. Brother Fortenberry, what you got?
Thank you so much. Time. We almost didn't have enough time. Yes. Please.
Layton, what do you got to tell these folks before they see you again on Major Zero Sunday?
So I have spirits.
Right.
And I tell you to come to the Roaring Pour in Memphis. I'd say it's worth traveling to.
It is.
And I'd have to say to like and subscribe to our good friends Left in the Patio.
And Layton, Central Library.